Today we're going to talk about the follow-through. What is a follow-through, how to do it, and is it really necessary to learn the follow-through or force the follow-through as you hit? So I've seen it a lot and people do it. Some people say that you have to finish over here, you have to catch your arm, you have to, bring it on the shoulder, whatever. So the reality is that coaches might tell you to do different things with your follow-through to correct your intention, because by having to know where your racket needs to finish in the shot, you might have a better movement on the shot that you're producing. Let's say if your goal is to finish with the racket up here, you will have a different movement right here, right? If your goal is to finish with your racket here, you will have a different movement. So that is why I think some coaches have in mind that when you're doing a follow-through, they're telling you what type of follow-through they want to see, hoping that that will correct your swing path. Now, that can be the case, and it's a method of coaching, but you have to understand that if, for example, you are taught to catch your racket here, that means that you are not rotating your upper body. So things like that. We're not going to go into all these details. I'm not going to crack the shell on every single mistake that coaches can make, because hopefully they have something in mind and they're trying to fix a mistake that is bigger, and maybe they're going to move on and tell you the right thing. So what is the follow-through if it's not meant to be taught a specific way? And does the follow-through have to be the same every single time? The answer is no. You cannot have the same follow-through on every single shot, simply because the contact point of your shot, the height, is always different. The follow-through is a consequence of your swing. That's something that you have to understand. It is not that you hit the shot, let's say like this, and then you make it nice and pretty here. It doesn't matter what you do here. What matters is what you have done right here on the ball. That is what's going to affect your shot, not what happens after the ball left. Now again, if the swing is correct, then and you let the racket just go naturally, then your follow through most likely will be swung by your racket head here, and most likely it will finish somewhere here. Now, if you're hitting a ball that is low, it is okay to sometimes finish here, because you're hitting the ball when the ball is low in a low contact point, and you're working with the ball here, you're kind of brushing it and hitting it forward, and it's only okay to finish it here. You don't need to bring your arm up. Now, for example, if I would want to hit a ball really flat, my intention would be to hit as straightforward as I can, but still to get on top of the ball so that the ball does not fly out, right? So then my shot would look something like this. I'm hitting forward, but because of the speed of the racket, my arm still goes here. Now, if I want to hit a heavy topspin ball, then I would want to move more up on the ball. I would have more vertical rotation, and that will look something like this. So now you can clearly see that my arm went more up, and it's still finished here, but my arm went more up, so the follow through went somewhere over here. Now again, hitting a ball right off the bounce and it's very low, or you're reaching but you want to keep the ball really low over the net, you don't want to lift it, you want to control the ball on the level that you're hitting at, it would look something like this, like here. If, on the other hand, you're hitting a ball that is very high and you still want to give like topspin, your follow through, like your shot will end up somewhere over here. So that being said, The follow through depends on the intention of your shot, what you're trying to do with your shot. Are you trying to hit flat? Are you trying to give it topspin? And on the height of your contact point. And then, of course, you can still regulate and give yourself some goals, like, for example, to close your racket head when you're hitting, to maybe have an intention to move faster at your follow through. That will cause a faster movement on the ball. But in general, all of this is just a consequence of your shot, of your main intention when you're hitting the ball. And that is something that you have to understand. So please don't focus that much on how you end it. Focus on what you're actually doing when you're hitting the ball and how you approach to hit the ball. So if you want to have really good ground strokes or strokes in general, please don't just draw your follow through. Don't hit in a way that is wrong and then try to look pretty when you finish the shot. That will not have a good effect on your game, aside from the fact that you might look pretty on the court. But remember, if your shot is correct, the follow through will be correct as well. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.